my gosh. Are you really here? It says I'm alive. I'm live. I know. Are you here? I hope everyone can find me. Everyone's been so patient. I screwed up. 518. Is it 518? Oh, you are here. Say something. Welcome, everyone. Can you say something, please? Oh my God, I've had such a bother. I couldn't get on again with YouTube. It wouldn't switch cameras. So people, all I could see was my mug. Hi, Heidi. There's a whole bunch of people over in YouTube, but this is YouTube. Hopefully they'll find their way over here. Oh, hi, Pam. Oh, there you are. Oh, gosh. Oof. What a mess. What a mess. I had to switch to StreamYard. I'm going to go back to using StreamYard all the time, I guess. Hi, Ellen. Thank you for being so patient. I really appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. I was just frantic. And I made it. Yes, Ellen made it. She was over there. Pam was over there. Hopefully other people will come over. Hi, Jenny, Jennifer. And we're back. Yes, we're back. We're back. We're back. Okay. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. What I hope to do, well, let me do a little show and tell first. Thank you, Ellen. You guys are awesome. Okay. I don't know whether that's any better or not. Let me turn the lights on really quick. It's still light out. It's very warm here and blowing and crazy. Supposed to get some storms later. We can only hope we get some rain. Okay. All right, I'm coming. Gosh. You would think I've never streamed before. I really have done this before. Honest, I really have. Okay. Okay, so. Oh, 40. That's warm, right? I think it's 82 here. We've had one extreme. We either have the heat on or the AC. I'm trying not to put the AC on. I'd like to have like maybe a week where I don't have anything on. Nothing. Just au natural, so to speak. But we'll see. Oh my God. Well, 40 is a heat wave. Last week was 6. Oh my gosh. I lived in a cold climate for a long time, but not that cold. I was outside of Buffalo, so we were cold, but not that cold. All right, so first off, Jay sent me, we were talking about the images that are in the Reader's Digest that are like the beginning of the story. And I said to Jay, oh, I really would love to have some of those. And she had a whole stack. And of course, Jay being Jay, the wonderful, beautiful, generous soul that she is, she sent them to me. And then she said, is there anything else you want? And I said, oh, I love those coffee dyed papers that you have the frilly stuff on the side of the top of them. Oh, she said, I'll throw some of those in. I all expected, I really wanted to pay for them, but it was a gift. So I want to say thank you very much. That's what I tell Pam all the time when someone gives you a gift. Hi, Jenny. Thanks for coming over. You just say thank you. So I'm saying thank you very much. So this is what I got. These are the Reader Digest images. They're all in the Reader. These are the condensed books where they have like 3 novels in one volume. And there's always graphics. And Nick Bantock, who is a collage artist and an author, I've seen him use these, and that's what gave me the idea. So she sent me a whole bunch. So I'm going to be messing around with these. And then there's some text here. We're all hunting for text. Some of this text, if I don't use a picture. But we're all looking for quirky text to add to, little pictures and stuff. Hi, Anne-Marie. Good to see you. I know I worked it out. Well, you know how I worked it out? I went to StreamYard. That's how I worked it out. And I don't know why there was nowhere where I could switch the camera over to this camera on YouTube. But anyway, thank you, Jay. And then, oh my gosh, then she included a couple of clusters that are hermetically sealed. Isn't that cool? That's a good idea. Just stick it in and just give it a zip, zip, zip on your sewing machine, so I can build and play with those. And then these are luscious, luscious papers. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Paper Monkey. Hi again. Aren't these unbelievable? These are coffee dyed papers. There's a stencil there or a doily. They're gorgeous. And then she just adds stuff. Fabric. Oh, that's interesting fabric. It's kind of like a suede. Look at this. Is this not gorgeous? What a neat, brilliant idea. So she threw some of those in. So thank you so much. I mean, you fold it like this. You get a really cool journal page and a built-in tab. How cool is that? Gorgeous is the right word. Gorgissimo. Yes. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Jay. Jay's official name is Lovely's Crafting Lodge. So check her out. Just the sound, the crinkle, the sound is just delicious. Absolutely delicious. I went to the mailbox. I took the garbage out, went to the mailbox. And Tammy, I don't think Tammy's here, but she sent me something from her locale. And yeah. So let's open this. This will be a surprise. I like, ooh, oh my gosh. Oh, Tammy. Happy birthday. Okay. Thank you. It's a little early, but it's a happy, I'll take it. I'll take it no matter when. Oh, isn't this gorgeous? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Oh, Tammy, you're wonderful. Thank you so much. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Oh, that is gorgeous. Look at the little button. Thank you. Oh, my Lord. Look at this. Look at the sparklies. Oh, that's Stickles, right? I'm thinking, well, she's not here, but I think it's Stickles. Is Tammy here? Keep an eye out. But thank you so much. Well, I think I'll stick that back in there. Thank you so much. I made my grandson an awesome. Yes, I figured that was her handmade insert. Yeah. This is her own paper. Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. Theirs was a crafter, and I can't remember her name. She was around a while ago, and it was during the Streamathon, not this Streamathon, but last year's Streamathon. I think she made paper. Hi, Val. She made paper. Yes, I'm glad I made it back too. The streamer made paper during the Streamathon. Oh my gosh. I've made paper once, and it was like in a little kit. And it's pretty involved and it's pretty messy. But that is real. The texture of it is just so luscious. Look at that. I want to try to make mulberry paper. Yes, that was Jasper. Right. Haven't seen her in ages. That's right. Her name was Jasper. Yeah. It's a process, obviously. But she did it live during the Streamathon. All right, and let's see. No, I don't want to sign in with Norton. No, get out of here. I have to go in there. I've switched computers because my Mac Air has, it's all gunked up. That's all I can say. It's just gunked up with all sorts of, I don't know what. The Apple has a closed system, so I don't think it's a virus or anything. But and I've watched a video, but you know how fast they go. How I can go in and delete and clean up, and I'm going to try to do that. I had another computer. I really wanted to buy a new Mac because I really like my Mac. But I have another computer, which is this computer, which is a really good computer, but I bought it for gaming purposes. So it's pretty fast and pretty responsive. And it's an Acer, I think, an Acer, and it's a Nitro 5, and it's got all this stuff. And for gaming, because I was used to game with my son on Saturdays. He played World of Warcraft and other online games and multiplayer games. And then he got basically too busy for his mom. No, I don't mean that. I don't. But he got very busy, and so we just haven't been able to play anymore. So I figured the smart thing to do would be to bring this computer online for YouTube streaming instead of going out and spending $1,500 whatever dollars to buy a new Mac. The Mac that's all gummed up is pretty old in computer years. It's a 2018, which makes it 8 years old. And I know that's old in computer years. Like they should, you know what? They should make a year thing for computers. Like for a dog, 1 year is like 6 years. Maybe for a computer, it sounds like a good plan. Yeah, I'm going to try. There is a computer doctor data computer place here, which is like a franchise. But the guy that runs it is such a creep. He makes my flesh crawl. I went in there and he cleaned up the Mac and he charged me $300. But oh my God, I can't even tell you how creepy he was, and the things that, he had on this anyway, never going back there. Yes. I'll trust my instincts. I'm not going back there, and I'll try to fix it myself and maybe find somebody else or do something. But anyway, I've got this nice computer, and I'll be using it. The other thing I want to share with you, I know lots of you have seen bits and pieces of it, but I still want to share it with you. It's let me get all this stuff out of the way. That's got that thing there. I don't like that. Stop it. Here. Where is it? I got it. Okay. I finished my Winnie the Pooh altered box. And this was Curious Michelle's challenge, I guess. And I altered the Altoids tin. And so now this is the final piece. And I had these embellishments from part of Echo Park. And I added those. And this is a map. And I think I told you this is a washi tape that I got from Painty Girl Lori, and washi tape here. And on the back, I have Pooh floating. Hi, Lydia. Yeah, I think so. That's another possibility. Yep. I'm going to take a stab at it first and see how far I get. So this is the infamous Pooh in the balloon getting up to the beehive for the honey and friends. So when you open it, it's like, maybe if you open it on the right side. Okay. And I found this Eeyore, and it says stay hopeful, and we all have to stay hopeful. And I think I had this conversation last week, so I think I've showed this to you. But I have these little dangles that say hope and love. So I made it so you can take the whole thing out. Hi, Janice. And we have all the Winnie the Pooh. This is actually an A.A. Milne quote. The things that make me different are the things that make me. And this one is, I think, is one of my favorites. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. And so this comes out completely. And there's various pictures from various paper packs that I had. All right. So I have it so it comes out completely, and it's done on both sides. If there ever comes a day when we can't be together, keep me in your heart forever. I wasn't going to eat it. I was just going to taste it. And that's when they're on the way for Eeyore's birthday. And Piglet was going to give Eeyore a balloon, and Pooh was going to give him a pot of honey. But by the time they got to Eeyore, Piglet had fallen on the balloon and broke the balloon. And of course, Pooh had eaten all the honey. Sometimes the smallest things take up the most room in your heart. I love that one too. So this is what I added. I cut out a lot of the characters and glued them on chipboard, right? So here they are. You go, okay, what do you do with them? You ask. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do with them. All right. Put them over here. Yeah. I printed out the map of 100-acre woods. And this is the map that appears in the inside of the book. Okay. Play with them, yes. So here's the map. I don't know, can I zoom in? I'm not going to touch anything. So here's Pooh's house. So let's put Pooh at Pooh's house. Ta-da! Here is the Eeyore's gloomy place. So let's put Eeyore in his gloomy place. Here's Rabbit's house. And I have a little rabbit to go with Rabbit. And Tigger, who comes later in the story, it lives with Rabbit. And here is Christopher Robin's house. And here is Kanga's house. And here is Owl's house. And here is Piglet's house. So there they have an extra rabbit. So there's my Winnie the Pooh. And I have some other tokens in here with little quotes. It never hurts to keep looking for sunshine. And boy, do we have to look a lot now. I wonder what's going to happen exciting today. And here is some more. I've got some extra Poohs. I've got a Pooh looking up. He's probably looking for honey, and Pooh with a honey pot. And here are some more Pooh quotes. The funny thing there, funny things, accidents. You never have them till you're having them. And when you see someone putting on his big boots, you can be pretty sure that an adventure is going to happen. And the most important thing is, even when we're apart, I'll always be with you. So those are some Winnie the Pooh quotes. And so that's my Winnie the Pooh tin, all toyed. I always want to say adenoids, but adenoids are tonsils. So this all goes back in the box. What I've tried to do was to print these out, and I couldn't, and then flip them over so I could put the graphic on the back, but I was not successful in doing that. And the map fits in there, like so. Like so. It goes in there like that. And then this pops back in here, like so. And we pop it back in, like so, like so. Ta-da! So there it is, my Winnie the Pooh altered box. I had so much fun doing this. I really, really did. So thank you, Michelle, for hosting the altered Valentine box, or just an altered box. So today, I think that's everything I wanted to show you. I'm pretty sure. Tammy, yeah. Okay, so today I thought I would attempt to do layered postcards inspired by, it is really uplifting. Yeah. Val, the package is cleared customs, I do believe, according to what I can find out about the package. So hopefully it's headed towards you. This is inspired by Lucy Duclos, Duclos. You've seen me do a lot of her stuff. I have her book, and she's having a like a class, and she's making postcards. And I thought I would do layered postcards with shape stencils. This is what I was going to do last week. So I made some foam stamps, shapes, right? And this is just kid foam that I cut out and then made stamps. And this is what they kind of look like. They're kind of rough, which is fine, right? She had a stencil that was made by Stencil Girl, Shore, Mary Blank Shore, who started Stencil Girl. So this afternoon, I hand carved some stencils. They're pretty rough on Yupo paper, and this is what P&M Studios. Devin, thank you so much for being here. Yes. Thank you for your support and encouragement. And Devin's on this Wednesday, right? Devin, I think. Yes, I think it's Devin's turn. Hi, Carol. Carol, I have looked everywhere for our inspired book, and I cannot find it. And I don't know. I mean, I have looked, I've gone through every single tote in this craft box, every single one. I've gone through, the bookcases and all of the rooms. I can't find it. And I'm just sick. I hope to God I didn't throw it out. Sometimes I get in a throwing out thing, but I can't imagine I would have thrown that out. Because I looked at it, and as Becky discussed the other day, there's lots of pages. Carol, Aunt Beck's Creations, and myself came up, I think Carol and I came up with this idea about creating a journal with inspired by. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Amarit. I will be very careful. Yes, thank you. I think we came up with that. Anyway, we created a journal and we called it Inspired By, and we chose various crafters and creators that we individually were inspired by, and then we did a piece of work that was inspired by that artist or crafter or creator. And I can't find mine. Becky has hers. Carol, I know, Carol, you have yours, right? Because we thought we would get together for old time's sakes. The three of us used to stream together a couple of years ago, and that we would find some more inspiration, other artists to be inspired by. Could it be here? I would absolutely scream if it was in this pile. No, that would be too nice for it to be in this pile. All right. Okay. I'm thinking maybe it's in a, hi, Aunt Bex. I'm thinking maybe it's in a pile somewhere. I haven't gone through all of the piles. You know what it's like. You got piles everywhere. I was telling Carol I can't find the Inspired By journal, and I've looked everywhere, and I'm heartbroken. But we can always continue. I can just start. I know it's got to be somewhere, but where? Anyway, I'm sorry. I saw Carol and I wanted to give her an update on the search for the journal. So I carved these on UPO paper. I don't think this UPO paper is not the same weight as P&M Artist Studios. I think they have a heavier weight UPO. Hi, Adirondack Aaron. Wow, there's a name from the past. So nice to see you. Wow, what a pleasant surprise. Thank you for stopping by. Very cool. Very, very cool. Wow. Awesome. So I cut these, and you can see they're pretty rough, just shapes. And I stenciled them out. And they're not too bad. I think they're not too bad at all. So I'm going to do some layering collage kind of stuff first, like do a memory board kind of yes, did I have mine though? I can't remember whether I had mine or not, Becky. And if I did, then I can remember holding it, because when we used that glossy accents and we made those cards, which I loved, I came across those. There were several that didn't go in the book. So it's got to be here. I will continue looking. So I thought we would use the stencil after I do kind of like a memory. I did. Okay. All right. Okay. So it's got to be around here somewhere. So I'm going to, and these are, as you can see, I stamped these out. So we'll use a combination of these. But first I have to kind of do a memory board type of thing. Yeah, I was going to cut some stencils live, but I figured that would just be very boring to watch me cut stencils. And yeah, so I did it this afternoon. A little aside while I'm doing this. Hi, welcome back, Uta. As I was doing this, I was concentrating, obviously, and someone hit the house with a golf ball. It scared the shit out of me. Oh my God. I jumped. It's a good thing I didn't cut myself with the X-Acto blade. And it made oh my God, it makes such a racket. And didn't hit a window. I don't think the windows would break. Wouldn't that be awful? Oh my God, would that not be the worst if one of my brand new Pella windows would have been? And I waited and I waited, and it was a woman, and she did stop because I was standing I have the windows open. And I said, you hit my house. She said, oh, it's me. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm so sorry. I said, this is a brand new site, brand new whatever. I know. And I didn't do it on purpose. Well, I know you didn't do it on purpose. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It was very loud. My house has been hit several times, and I've had windows broken several times. But I don't know, there was no damage, because she said, did I break anything? And I said, no, not that I can tell. And I kind of went out and kind of looked down the line, and I didn't see anything. The windows are not broken. I think the ball hit, if it hit the house, it would have put a dent in it, because these houses are really, they just have a thin coat of plastered shim over the structure, over the plywood and everything. And I didn't go all the way out and walk around. I think she hit the air conditioning unit. And the other air conditioning unit was hit also and had a big dent in it. The reason why I think she hit the AC unit is it sounded metally when it hit, and it ricocheted off that, so that the ball ended up on the golf course. Now, I'm not that far off the golf course. I would say from the house to actually what would be golf course that's in play, that would be considered in play, is probably maybe 20 feet. So the ball was in play. She didn't stop to look for the ball. The ball was in play, and that's why I think it hit the AC unit and ricocheted off the AC unit onto part of the golf course that's in play. Trying to read about the knee. I'm sorry, I missed all of that. I'll have to find it later. Whoops. So I'm pretty sure if I go out and look, there'll probably be a ding. Is that Deb Farrell? Deb Farrell? Yeah. Oh my God. I'm sorry, folks. So many distractions. I'm so glad you're here. I came up, well, actually, Ruth and I came up with an idea for arms for the little robot-y things because Deb makes the cutest little robot-y things out of, wood dowels and blocks and all sorts of cute stuff. And she was talking about how hard it is to find stuff for arms. And we saw some swivel snap type of things. And then I went online and they didn't really make them. You never know. I know. That's true. But they were too big. Then I saw the swivel thing and I bought some, of course. One of these days I'm going to make some of these. Have you ever considered fishing lures? Look at this. Look at these for arms, Deb. Look at these for arms. And little hands. You have some? Of course you do. But this was an assortment, and I thought these would make really cute arms. And you can kind of click them together. So I've got those. You have them. Of course, you have some of those. But I think they will make really cute arms, and you can put them together. So I bought an assorted pack of assorted. They are so cool. But that was kind of Ruth and I had that idea. After everyone left, we were kind of talking about that things, and then this came up. So I went on, of course, and I bought some for when I make them. Yes. Okay. So let's do a memory board. She recommended Bristol board, and I do happen to have Bristol board. So let's get that done. Slap some collage type of stuff done. Do some stenciling and maybe some printing and cut them up and see what we have. Okay. The clock is in a different place on this computer. And I have a mouse too. It's a very fancy gaming mouse. All right. I'm not going to cut stencils. You too can cut your own stencils. I've made tons of stencils. Just got to make sure you have a sharp blade. All right. Let me get the Bristol board. It's right over here. Oh, can I show you my first placemat? I haven't sewn it together. Oh, what happened to my focus? I'm out of focus. Come on, focus, you freak. Focus. Okay. Oh, it didn't like this. I've been doing a Sashiko stitching placemat to go with my little centerpiece. And I've got them all done. I haven't sewn them together, but I'm somewhat happy how they came out. But let me just show you real quick. goes this way. This way. This goes down here. Down here. And let's see. This goes up here like so. There's a slight curve to these pieces. This goes here like so. And this goes here. No, this goes over here like so. And this goes over here. No, like this. No. Jesus. Like so. So that's going to be the placemat. And of course, this is all going to get sewn together. This, obviously, this one didn't come out as nice as this one. I don't know. Anyway, but they'll get all sewn together. And so that's what it's going to look like. I'm not happy with this. So the next one may be a little different. I wasn't paying attention. Go figure. I really wanted to have this diagonal from that, but you can't. There's no way of doing. You could do that. I don't know. So general consensus was that this was probably the best arrangement. But anyway, I wanted to show you that this is the finished one, and I'm going to sew it together. And do you think I should put like batting in between? No, I'm just going to. I think when I sewed together the centerpiece, it was just sewn together, and I think with the backing of with this muslin. So the ladies helped me with doing that. You think that's something? You could replace one of those black circles with something you can stitch on top. Yeah, that's a possibility. Barbara, you always come up with very interesting. Thank you, Darlene. And welcome. But yeah, it's very relaxing. You don't have to be a really good stitcher to do this. And I use the, the pen where I'm add heat and all the ink marks will go away. But I wanted to show that to you. I'll show it to you again next week when I have it all together. All right. I'm sorry. I got distracted. On my way to get the Bristol ball, I came across the Bristol board. I came across the placemat. Okay, so here's some Bristol board. I guess this is Bristol board is, hi, Michelle. Welcome. There's Michelle, Curious Michelle, the lady behind the Altered Box Challenge. I just showed my Winnie the Pooh box. I'm going to make a little video and probably stick that on Instagram or something. So Bristol board, I guess, is heavier than cardstock, but not as heavy wallpaper. Oh, my God. Watercolor paper. This is 100 pounds. So this is, make a nice postcard. All right. So let's get this going. Let me... You slide off your crafting chair. I always slide. I slide off, and the next thing I know, I'm hanging on by my butt cheeks. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to put a little blue. I thought I had some blue here. Well, all right. How about some blue? And she used yellow, and I know I've got to be careful. If I use blue and yellow, I don't really want to end up with green. So it's going to be a quick, like the sound effects with the brayer. Okay, let's see. Let me see. Yellow, 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 yellow. Do I have some yellow? No, I have some. Oh, I do. Yellow ochre. Ochre? Ochre? Is that how that's pronounced? Ochre? King's Gold? No. Oh, come on. Don't tell me I don't have any yellow. Really? No yellow? Well, let me see. It's kind of yellow. I have to go over here to get a brayer anyway. Let's see. Come on. Huh. I guess I don't. Wow. That's crazy. I can't believe I've used all the yellow. I guess I have. Well, well, well. Hmm. Okay. Oh, I know. I have yellow. I have yellow in a tube. Let me get a brayer though. Okay. Okay. I've got Arteza acrylics in a tube. Let me get this out of the way. Put this down like so. All right, we're not going to use the gold. Let's see. Boy, it's amazing how quickly you run out of space, isn't it? You're just crafting along, and then all of a sudden, there's nothing, no space left. Ugh. All right. Okay. Let me get some yellow from the Arteza. Mid yellow. How's mid yellow? Okay. Now, the trick here is hopefully not to make green. Oh, okay. That sounds cool. Yeah, I was with Pam when she was doing some major. I haven't. I watch it in the evening. You probably got to watch it live, right? I don't know how I'm going to do this without ending up with green. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with green. Yeah, I watch it in the evening. I was telling people about that. It's not new, but I'd never seen it before. That snowboarding racing thing, they call it snowboard cross, where they're on a snowboard and the field is they're up and down, and that's in the airborne. And when they come down, that obviously gives them momentum. And what I get the biggest kick is what they wear. Oh, you still have to go. Just waiting for Scott to get her. Oh, okay. Oh, was he able to make the molding? But this skateboard racing, the jerseys that they wear, they don't wear the typical Olympic kind of thing with their number on. They're the primary colors. Somebody's got a red jersey on, someone's got a blue jersey on, and a yellow jersey. And if there's four, they throw in a green. Oh, good. I'm glad. And they take off, and they all four of them take off at the same time, or three of them take off at the same time. It's a race, and their arms are flailing, and they're airborne. And I mean, they're going like crazy fast, and I don't know how they don't crash into one another. And the whole thing's over in like 35 seconds. It's the wildest thing I think I've seen, other than the snowboarding, when they go up in the air. I think it's called snowboard cross, like a cross. It's crazy. Oh, I know, the camera work is crazy. Oh, Speed was on today? Oh, that's also. And of course, then I was watching the women's moguls. Oh my God, I don't know how their knees can stand that moguls. Their knees are up around their chins. I would be hitting myself in the chin and biting my tongue. All right, let's just see if we can't. Just little dots. Little, not much. Oops, that's a big dot. kind of like jelly plate, but right onto the Bristol board. Okay. Hi, Brenda. Oh, they did beat the rain. I know they. Hi, Sarcy. Yeah, I was watching Mike's weather page. I don't know if you watch Mike. He's a local Florida weatherman, not an underground weatherman, but an amateur weatherman, and he's at Daytona, and he said that they moved the game up an hour to beat the rain. So I guess they did. That's awesome. Hi, Di. Brayer out your blue and let it dry, then the yellow, and it won't mix as much. Thank you. All right, I will do that. Okay, let's do that. Thank you, Barbara. I still need these anyway to open this. There. I'm so weak. Oh. And it ain't gonna get better. All right, let's just do this. Yeah. This is just kind of like a background-y type of thing. Nothing, you know what? Well, I can't do it now, but I really should have done this on a plate to give it some foam, to give it some bounce. Let me see. Wait a minute. I got this beautiful card from Becky. I love it. It says, "You had me at meow." I love the cat. Thank you, Becky. Let me stick this down. Oh my gosh, I ordered some more. I ordered some more that fun foam stuff. And I didn't get the sticker back. Oh, this is already dried because I got the fans going. So I didn't get it with the sticker back. This is what I got. Oh my God. I have foam board for life. 100 pack. Look at it all. I can make a lot of stamps. Tornado washes, yep, until midnight for the Lake Volusia. Okay, yeah, that's that. All that weather is just north of me. And he did say it's not, and I don't think we need rain desperately. I don't even think we're going to get any rain. I'll leave you playing for Tippy. Hi, Tippy. I can't. I hope. Well, I know. Well, we'll hear about it tomorrow. I can't wait to find out what transpires about with the chair. That is just. I can't wait. Anyway. All right. Let's just do a little. Oops. Let's stick this over here. Yeah, well, I don't think we'll get green because this is pretty dry. Scary hoarder. Who's a scary hoarder? Oh. Well, they decided to put one of those automatic chair things for the mother-in-law to go up and down the stairs. She's like in a triplex. So, and she's like 96, 98. And she's going up and down these stairs, and they thought they would put in one of those things that go on the stairs. And she's not very happy about it. Well, oh no. Oh no, an Osceola. Oh, that's too bad. Hi, Dorothea. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, that's pretty cool. I like that. It's just enough. She added a little white. I'll add a little white, but this is warm white, not cold white, but warm white. And this is vintage white, warm white, vintage white. Can you tell the difference? I don't know. Yeah, yeah, you know, the chair. She's not. She is threatening to call somebody to take it out. She doesn't want it. It's been quite the. Oh, that's okay. Whoops. It's been quite the saga. Getting the chair installed, and mother-in-law not happy about it at all. Okay, that kicks it back a little bit. All right. Let me just. That dry. Look how fast that dried. It's really okay. Let's do some gluing. Let me grab some stuff to glue down. I have it over here, honest folks, I do. Oh, come on. Got some jelly plate paper too, just glue down. Okay. I don't know. I think I got this from Xena a long time ago. I paid $18.50, but it's 94 pieces of all sorts of stuff. And of course, that's not tea dye, but maybe stick that in there too. Oh, maybe not. Ooh, I like that. Oh, contract bridge. How funny. Oh, it smells. Oh my, it smells good. Oh, I like that. I like that. Okay, let me just start with that. Let's get out some glue. The wind has died down considerably. It was very, very windy here earlier. All right, let's tear some of this up. Hi, Safia. Well, actually, yeah, I'm just gonna glue. It doesn't matter if the glue goes all over the place. They did, but oh, okay. That's not glue, Anne. That's paint. Yes. Well, the figure skating the other night, that couple that ended up in first place for the figured skating dance, they beat the American couple just by, it was so close, by tenths. And I'm going to put some tissue paper down too, so you will be able to see through that a little bit. But we had some of this too here. I don't know if anybody saw that. That was a couple of nights ago. And the couple that won, I do believe they were from France. And the man, this will be his third gold medal for figure skating dance with 3 different partners. And this partner that he won with, they'd only been together for a year. Yep. No, they were. Absolutely. That's, yeah. So you saw that too. Okay. I love the couple from, I think, Scotland or Ireland, the guy with the red plaid pants and the great music that was very upbeat and very jivey. They were hysterical. And they said that they are known for engaging the audience, and the audience was really rocking. Did you see them? They were on before, obviously. Okay, I won't get. I know. I'm just going to stick that on there because it doesn't really have to be. And let's just brayer it on. How about that? And if some paint comes on, all the more merrier. Okay, let me get some tissue paper. Oh, they were from the UK? Okay. I thought they were. They were great also. Just a whole different vibe, you know? Oh, they are. Can you do that? I didn't realize that you could appeal it. Okay. Here's some tissue paper that I've made. Oh, this is perfect. Look, I made this with marks. I didn't make it with marks. I made, oh my God, I can't talk. Mark making. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. See, you can see that behind it. Well, I can't tell which is that's the better side, right? I was watching Mary Beth Shaw, right? She's the stencil girl lady. I subscribe to Wonderlust. I have Wonderlust from 2022. I've never completed them all, but I buy them every year. I watch them, here and there, and they're $99, $100. And I think there's an enormous amount of content. There's 52 weeks. Every week there's a new thing that comes out with a new artist and a new. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, Mary Beth Shaw. One of the bonus ones was their 5 best. What are their oh dear, their favorite supply. And her one supply that I found very interesting. Are you ready for it? Oh, come on. What the heck? Stay down. Oh, this is sticky. That's why I've gummed that all up. All right. Her number 1 favorite supply is, can anybody guess? I mean, gesso, obviously. Oh, I know. That was another. And I'm embarrassed to say I fell asleep in the middle of his routine, and I don't know what happened. He's young. I was so impressed with their composure and able. Yes. Oh, clean it before it dries? Okay. Good call, Barbara. What would I do without Barbara? Oh, okay. Thank you. Get that off. Anyway, Mary Beth Shore's favorite 5 art supplies. And I was really very, I'll show it to you what her favorite art supply is. Wait a minute. It's this. This is a super fat one, but a skewer. Skewer? Screwer? It's not, screwer. Oh my, I missed that. There's been a curling scandal? Oh my God. Yes, I guess we're talking about this the Olympics. And I missed the whole thing. Barbara, did you know about that? Barbara is a curling. Oh my God, Barbara loves curling. Barbara actually pays to watch curling. Yes. Okay, I think I sufficiently cleaned that off for now. I saw a really funny one. It was an ad, and it may have been a Super Bowl ad, but it was at the airport, and the baggage handlers and the janitors with the broom are curling with a piece of luggage. Luggage is on wheels, and it's pretty funny. Okay, all right. This I really like. So a skewer is her favorite tool, and this reminded me of it because she was doing mark makes with her skewer. I want to say screwer, but it's not screwer. It's skewer. It's hard to say. Then in Canada, this was accused him of doing. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, I have, and this here. Devin left, but this is Devin's stencil behind all of this. If you can see it. Let's take a piece of this. Down to the rim here. Me? F-bombs? Oh, you're not talking about me. What am I going to notice that I'm going to, let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to think too. That was the exact thing that crossed my mind, Brenda. How do you cheat at curling? I guess you have a weighted stone. I don't know. I guess the stones or the rocks, I know they're stones, but if they weigh a certain amount, I guess that if they're heavier, they'll go farther. I have no idea. It's a good question, though. A very good question indeed. A ponderer. Okay. Look at all these goodies I have. I don't want to use that because I'm going to, well, I can use this though. I have to make some more of this. This is one of those, oh, that's a stamp. Those are stamps that I made. I carved that on the edge of a stamp. Oh, I see. Some players sometimes touch a stone and the other team always has the right to supervise where it is replaced, but I haven't seen what. Okay. Oh, you haven't seen it? Well, I don't know, Safi. If Barbara hasn't seen it, I don't know. My vote's with Barbara. Maybe it didn't happen. Let me just go right to the edge with this. Curling is a very, very old sport, right? It's sticky. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay. And this is one of those, this is one of those rolly things. It self inks and it rolls. I'm going to have to make some more of this stuff. That's going to be a stream just making this stuff. So much fun to make it and then to actually find it again after a couple of years. Ancient, that's what I thought. Ugh. Well, you know what, Anne? This whole computer can go way back. There. Now I have some more room. Okay, let's stick this in the corner. This is kind of like fodder school. He was officially told off. I'll have to go back and watch the scandalous curling thing. I'm excited. I complain that there's nothing to watch on TV. I'm constantly asking people for what are they watching? Is there anything good on Netflix or regular TV or kind of liking this. Not really crazy about that. I might squirt some white paint on that or gesso to knock that back a little bit. It's just, and it's in the middle and it's like, ah. I know, it's fun. It is fun, Deb. Look how simple it is. Look at this. And I think I did this with a fountain pen. I think I'll do it with the screwer. Screwer. I can't even say screwer. No, not screwer. Skew. SK. It's hard to say. SKEWER. Screwer. I go screwer. No. Let's get a piece of this. Stick that there. Okay. And then I think we'll do some stenciling and stamping. Okay, let's see. Okay, let me brush this back, not brush it, with a little gesso. I know, that's another good point. Yeah. Oh, yes, thank you. I can throw some washi tape on there. Good call, Ellen. Good call. This is my honey bear. I have to refill it. Oh. There, now it's not so in your face. Okay. Could I make any bigger mess? I don't know. I could try. I could actually try to make a bigger mess. Handy wipes. I bought a case of these handy wipes. These are Walmart handy wipes, and I have a case of them. So, it's the claim made in German newspaper. Oh, okay. It's taken seriously enough by the Olympics that they said they'd investigate. All right. Okay. All right. Let me just see. I know what I want to add. Because I know what I want to add. How about a dragonfly? Woo-hoo, woo-hoo, woo-hoo. That's my new dragonfly stamp. And it's a big one. Oops. Oops, there it goes. Oh, be careful. Be careful. Speaking of big bugs, when I went out in the garage to get the garbage ready to take out, I looked down and I thought it was a leaf. A leaf. But it wasn't a leaf. It was a big old fat cockroach on its back. But when they're on their back, I don't trust that they're dead. So I put the doormat over it and kind of stepped on the doormat. I normally drop a book on them. Okay, let's stick this here. And then we'll... I really probably should have used matte medium for the tissue, but I didn't. I may cover this all in matte medium, though. Like, seal it with matte medium. Because these are going to be postcards, and I want to mail them. And this stuff is down pretty good. I mean, you can see where I really smashed it down. And Janet Nash mails all sorts of stuff in the mail, postcards. And they get through. They manage to get through. Okay, let's do this. Stick this over here. Stick this over here. Yeah, I get a big old cookbook or a big book and stand about 2 feet above it and just drop the book. And then I leave it for at least 24 hours. So all of the gooky innards can dry, because it's kind of looks like yellow pus. Ugh. So I want that to all dry up. It was funny. I was thinking about cockroaches the other day, as I want to be. Every once in a while, I think of. I am speaking from personal. Yes, I am. You can mail a flip-flop. Is that right? And you have enough postage on it? Or would you have to take the little top off, where your feet could toes go through? Wouldn't that get caught in the machines? Okay. All right, let me just clean up this mess real quick and get ready for the next mess. You don't need the scissors. Stick this back in my folder. I'm saving it. I don't think well, I'm going to save that too. That goes in the other thing. Okay, let me stick this over here. This is my folder full of all sorts of painty papers, jelly prints, all sorts of goodies in here. Look at all those goodies. Yeah. Oh, anyway, don't be distracted. Take this over here. Now, I think I'm going to get the 5x7 jelly plate to put the paint on. And let me get the sponges. I'm going to use paint through the stencils, not ink. So let me get this. Okay. And I have some sponges here. All right. Oh, wow. Oh, that's true. Oh, and you hear the crunch. They are crunchies, I guess. Ugh. Well, I have traps all over the place. And apparently it's poison water and they drink it and then it's like they drink the Kool-Aid and then they go back to their nests and they all die. And they do spray here. And if you have them in the house, they will come and spray in the house. But I've been fairly lucky. I should not be talking about them. I could be jinxing myself, you know. I mean, I scream like a baby girl, like a little girl when they surprise me. Becky and Carol can attest to that. We were streaming one morning, and one came out from underneath the scrap box. Well, that's a bad shadow, isn't it? Whoa, sorry about that, folks. Let me sit down. I've been standing. One came out from underneath the scrap box, and I let out a scream, and Becky and Carol didn't know what the hell was going on. And it was a damn palmetto bug. I guess the palmetto bug is different than a cockroach. We're coming from New York. A cockroach is a cockroach is a cockroach. Hi, Dana. Another Floridian. Oh, that's right. You had them really bad in Key West, didn't you? Oh, you were sweeping them up. Well, when I was living here and I knew better, I guess. I was coming in the house from the garage and this big bug went whizzing by my head, you know, flying by me. And I said to myself, this is how stupid I was. Well, at least it's not a cockroach. Cockroaches can't fly. Of course they can fly. They have friggin' big wings. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Ooh. I have a pest control here every other month, completely bug-free, except tiny bugs that come in a bag of potatoes. Nothing smells worse than a potato going. Yeah, diatomaceous earthworks too. The person that lived here before must have done that because there was white powder in the back of the drawers in the kitchen. I'm pretty sure it wasn't cocaine. Oops. Oh, this jelly plate is in rough. Now, what do? They eat that, or they get it on their little feet and they track it to the back and they lick their feet or whatever and they die? Or they swell up and explode? I don't know. We use diatomaceous earth to clean the pool filter. All righty. Uh, I'm just thinking here. I know. It's a scary thought that I'm thinking. I think I'm going to use black. Do I want to use black paint or black gesso? Oh, it dehydrates them? Okay. Well, that would be a double whammy. Make them thirsty, and then they'd go drink the poison Kool-Aid, and that would be the end of them. What do I want? I think I'm going to do black. I don't want to ruin that. What do you think? Black paint or black gesso? I'm going to go with black gesso. Oh, colonies that had nested in some. I know they like paper, especially cardboard. Dries them out like a mummy. Woo, that is dry. I'm as dry as a mummy. That's a good one. Ah, Janice, I like that. It was dry as a mummy. I really like black gesso. I like it better than if I can get it. Oh no, this is. Oh, I have one open. I know I have one open. How are we doing on time anyway? No, we got a couple of minutes. We should probably be able. Researchers have found a new. Oh no. Oh, the stick. Yeah, those. We have those here. They are amazing looking because they look like a stick figure made out of sticks. And the one I saw at school on the wall, on the outside wall, was about yay big. I mean, it was huge. Well, maybe I don't. I have heavy white gesso. Maybe I don't have any open. Okay. All right. Maybe that. Okay. Not a problem. Okay. That's the only time I ever saw one. It was at school, and it was on the outside wall, outside my classroom. And the science teacher came and got it, like a butterfly net, and then put it out in the bushes, out in the woods. Yeah, I'm not a real fan. Well, other than butterflies, and I guess, well, they're not an insect. Are butterflies considered bugs? No, they're considered butter. Ah ha 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 ha. Ooh. Look how black that is. Ooh. Isn't that gorgeous? You'd think it was black ink. Let's see how messy I'm just going to tap on that. Let me get another handy wipe. I started to say I bought a case of these, so I have like 800 of them. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay. Stick that over here. Just going to go like this because I think that's going to be more than enough for what we're going to do. Let's get out a new wedgie. And okay, let's get out my. Whoops. My handmade stencil. I think I can just kind of go right. I like that one. Let's try. No, let's try this. You ready? Zippity here? No. Zippity is. Oh, hi, Zippity. Wow. Welcome, welcome. You ready? Here we go. Here goes nothing. Let's do this over here. Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm concentrating. Yeah, but I don't know what that is. It was supposed to be a star, but it really is not. Let's see. All right, the big reveal. Are you ready? Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Yeah. Let's do some circles over here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Thank you. Let's do some circles here. Some dots. And how about some squares? Oops, that almost got stuck in there, didn't it? Oh, no. Oops, I was going to do that over there. Ah, they got a little schmoozed. That's okay. A little schmooze among friends is nothing, right? Let's see. I think I should do Maybe this one over here. What do you think? To balance that one that's there. I'll do this over here. Okay. Now, Stencil Girl Stencils, they have a stencil that has pretty much all these shapes. Ta-da! Let's see. I like the pink. Art and entertainment, but wasn't very good at the questions either. Got a lot of strange looks when I got answers. Alrighty, I'm looking at it, and I think it looks pretty good. Why don't we do a couple of stamps? I like the dragonfly. I don't want to overdo it, but I could put like a stamp here, one of the stamps I made. Maybe a little stamp up here. Or maybe the star could go. Maybe something in here. This is where I kind of, I flounder. I think I'll stick the star there. Or my attempt at doing a star. Oh, that looks good. I like that there. What do you think? No. Let's get a stamp out. Let's do a stamp. Let's try a stamp. Shall we? These are the fun foam. You cut them out and then I glue them on pieces of cardboard. And how about we do that one up there? Okay. Let me just move this. Ah. Okay. Hi, Kathy. Welcome, welcome. I'm almost done. Let's see. What do you think of, what do you think of blue ink? We got black, we got blue. Why don't we do some blue ink? She used white. I don't really have white ink. White. I'm going to do blue. This blue, VersaFine blue. You know what? If it doesn't look good, it's okay, right? Go for it. That's what I'm thinking, Aaron. Go for it. This is such a pretty blue. Look how pretty that blue is. That's a gorgeous blue. And VersaFine is so juicy. It's a nice juicy. The only problem with using the black foam, you can't see. All right. Let's put this down. I can see that right there, I hope. All right, fingers crossed. Zippity, I don't argue. Southern snipping is it. Are you talking about Oh, bless her little heart. Hi, Teresa. Oh, bless her little heart. I know what that means. I know what that means. It means she's a bitch, doesn't it? Oh, bless her. Or bitch like. I'm sorry. Poor Teresa comes in and all she hears me is cursing. I'm sorry, Teresa. I apologize. Okay, you ready? Ooh, bingo. Wow. I'm loving that. My chart notification. What are you notifying me on a Sunday night about? Look at that. I love that. Fabulous this. Okay. Woo, woo, woo. Let's see. Let's see. Why don't we do this little thingy? Like well, we could kind of do that like over here. What do you think? Yeah, I'm gonna put that over there. Let me do it on this. Man, I think that is such a pretty blue. Because I love blue. I don't think I've ever met a blue I don't like, honestly. I think it went on crooked. Ugh, it's all right. Thanks, Val. Ooh. Oh, look. Oh, that's good. I picked up a piece of that on. That's fine. It's like almost like a ghost print. Yes, I will scan it. Yes, thank you for reminding me. I will scan it. Absolutely. This is going to get cut up. Cut it up. Cut it out. All right. Oh, come on, Ian. And we're going to try this. I like this. This was kind of be like that. But a lot of times I make little handles for these too. So let's just stick this. Look in here. Right here. Off that or over here. Maybe down here in the corner. Okay. All right. Yes, splatter. Yes, definitely. There will be splattering. It definitely needs splattering. I'm not going to do it. I'll do it after because I have to get off. I turn into a pumpkin at 7. Woo! Ah, how cute is that? Looky there. I like that. Could do that again over here or here. What do you think? I'm going to get carried away. Let's stick this like right here. A quick one. There. Oh, I love it. Oh, I got to do 3. Barbara's here. Well, it is 3. If you count, that's similar, right? So that's like a 3. Right, Barbara? I don't know where to put it. Well, let's just stick it here real quick. Upper left. Okay. Hey, I did it. Upper left. Okay. All righty, folks. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging in there with me as I floundered around and finally was able to get situated in StreamYard. I couldn't get the camera to work for me in YouTube, so maybe I'll go back to StreamYard. Thank you. Thank you, Angela. And thank you, Aaron. It was so great to see Aaron. Haven't seen Aaron's name in a while. And Zippity. Love to see you. Glad to see you all here. Thumbs up on the way out. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. One of these days I may get 1,000, but it doesn't really matter. It's just the fact that we can hang out is the most important thing. So thank you. Take care. If you can't be good, be careful. And my new word is hopeful. That's all I'm going to say. Bye.